Can't sleep? Listen and awaken refreshed. Welcome to tonight's episode of Sleep, where we're here to help you unwind, relax, and drift off to a peaceful sleep. Tonight, we have 5 soothing stories lined up just for you, each one crafted to bring calm and serenity to your evening. So, settle in, get comfortable, and let these gentle tales carry you away. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a bedtime story. If you'd like to support us further, feel free to send your donations on YouTube. We deeply appreciate your help in keeping these stories alive. Now, let's begin our journey into relaxation. 1. The Enchanted Forest Retreat in a Peaceful Land. A young traveler discovers a hidden path leading deep into an enchanted forest. Each step brings new sounds of nature, rustling leaves, chirping birds, and a bubbling brook. The traveler finds a cozy cottage where time slows down and a sense of calm takes over. A kind, wise old woman offers tea made from ancient herbs, and as the fire crackles, the traveler dozes off into the most restful sleep. 2. The Midnight Beach under the soft glow of the moon. A lone figure walks along a serene beach. The gentle waves whisper lullabies as they kiss the shore, and the cool ocean breeze soothes the soul. Nearby, a hammock sways between 2 palm trees. The person lies down, staring at the endless stars above, lulled into a deep sleep by the rhythmic sounds of the ocean. 3. The Floating Cloud Castle. In a sky filled with fluffy clouds, there exists a castle that floats effortlessly. Every night, the soft clouds cradle the castle's inhabitants, providing the perfect mattress for sleeping. The castle is silent except for the faint hum of the wind. Inside, a grand bedroom with silk curtains and feather beds awaits those seeking peaceful rest. As the stars twinkle outside, the gentle rocking of the clouds ensures a night of perfect dreams. 4. The Secret Garden at dusk. As the sun sets behind the hills, a secret garden comes to life. The flowers begin to glow softly, and the air is filled with the sweet scent of jasmine. A gentle breeze carries the sound of wind chimes, and a quiet bench beneath a large willow tree invites anyone to sit and rest. As the crickets chirp, the garden offers a comforting embrace, and sleep comes effortlessly. 5. The Mountain Cabin. High up in the mountains, there's a secluded wooden cabin surrounded by pine trees. Inside, a warm fire crackles in the hearth, and the scent of pine and cedarwood fills the air. The cabin is quiet, save for the occasional howl of wind and the soft patter of snow on the roof. With thick blankets and a comfortable bed, anyone who stays here finds themselves slipping into a deep, peaceful sleep, safe from the world outside. The Enchanted Forest Retreat, an hour-long sleep story for a peaceful night's rest. In a land far away, untouched by the noise of modern life, there exists a place of magic and tranquility, a place where time slows and peace weaves itself into every breath. This is the story of a young traveler, one who seeks not fame or fortune, but rest, a retreat from the world's hustle, in search of solace and serenity. The journey begins on a soft, sunlit afternoon. The sky above is a deep, endless blue, with wisps of white clouds scattered across it like delicate brushstrokes on a painter's canvas. The traveler walks along a well-worn path, surrounded by rolling hills of green, the air carrying the faint scent of blooming wildflowers. It's a peaceful day, the kind of day where the warmth of the sun gently wraps itself around you, and everything feels just right. As the traveler wanders, the sound of their footsteps is soft against the dirt path, a steady, rhythmic pace that matches the gentle rustling of the breeze. Birds sing their melodic songs from treetops nearby, their notes rising and falling like a lullaby carried on the wind. There is a sense that this journey is leading somewhere special, somewhere hidden and protected from the rest of the world. And then, just off the path, the traveler notices something. A small, almost unnoticeable break in the trees. An opening, as though the forest itself is inviting them in. Without hesitation, They step off the main path, drawn by an instinct, a quiet pull that seems to come from the heart of the forest. The trees here are tall, ancient, their leaves thick and vibrant. Sunlight filters through the canopy above, creating a soft, dappled glow on the forest floor. As the traveler moves deeper into the woods, the air becomes cooler, the sounds of the outside world fading away until all that remains is the peaceful hum of nature. The leaves rustle gently in the breeze, the birds continue their soft song, and somewhere in the distance, the quiet murmur of a stream can be heard. Every step feels lighter, every breath more calm and deliberate. The traveler follows the sound of the water, letting it guide them deeper and deeper into this enchanted place. As they walk, they begin to notice small signs of magic in the air. The way the leaves shimmer slightly as they catch the light, the soft glow of moss-covered stones, the feeling that the forest is alive, watching over its visitor with a quiet, protective presence. The path winds and twists gently, leading the traveler to a clearing where a small stream meanders through the trees. The water is clear, reflecting the sky above, and the gentle sound of it flowing over smooth stones brings with it a sense of calm and peace. The traveler kneels by the stream, dipping their hands into the cool, refreshing water. They cup their hands and take a sip, feeling the cool liquid travel through their body, washing away the last remnants of fatigue. Refreshed, the traveler stands and looks around the clearing. It is here, in this quiet, secluded part of the forest, that they notice something remarkable. Nestled beneath the shade of a large oak tree is a small, cozy cottage, its stone walls covered in vines and flowers. Smoke curls gently from the chimney, disappearing into the treetops above. The cottage seems to belong to the forest, as though it has grown naturally from the earth itself, a part of the landscape rather than something built by hands. Curious but calm, the traveler approaches the cottage. The door is slightly ajar, as if inviting them inside. They step across the threshold and are immediately greeted by the warmth of a crackling fire, the smell of herbs and spices filling the air. The interior is simple but comfortable, with wooden beams overhead and a soft rug on the floor. Shelves line the walls, filled with jars of dried herbs, books, and small trinkets that seem to whisper of stories long past. As the traveler takes in the peaceful surroundings, an old woman appears from a small doorway at the back of the cottage. She moves slowly, her movements graceful and unhurried, her face kind and gentle, with eyes that seem to twinkle with wisdom and warmth. "Welcome, traveler," she says in a soft voice. "I've been expecting you." The traveler, though surprised, feels no fear. There is something comforting about the old woman, something that makes them feel at ease, as though they've known her for a long time, even though they've only just met. "Come, sit by the fire," she says, motioning to a large, comfortable chair near the hearth. "You must be tired from your journey." The traveler nods and sits in the chair, sinking into its softness. The warmth of the fire is soothing, the flames dancing lazily in the hearth, casting a soft glow around the room. The old woman disappears for a moment and returns with a small cup of tea, made from herbs the traveler has never seen before. The steam rises from the cup, carrying with it a scent that is both calming and familiar, like something from a distant memory. "Drink," she says with a smile, handing the cup to the traveler. "It will help you rest." The traveler takes a sip, the tea warm and comforting, its flavors rich and earthy, with just a hint of sweetness. As they drink, they can feel their body begin to relax, the tension and weariness of the day melting away. The fire crackles softly, the warmth of the room wrapping around them like a blanket. The old woman sits across from the traveler, her eyes twinkling in the firelight. She says nothing, simply watching with a knowing smile, as though she understands exactly what the traveler needs without needing to ask. And slowly, as the minutes pass, the traveler begins to feel their eyelids grow heavy, their body sinking deeper into the chair. Outside, The sounds of the forest continue, the rustling leaves and chirping birds now distant and quiet, like a lullaby being sung from far away. The traveler closes their eyes, letting the sounds wash over them, and soon they are drifting into a peaceful, dream-filled sleep. As they sleep, the fire continues to burn softly, casting a warm glow around the room. The old woman remains by the fire, watching over the traveler with a gentle smile, her presence as comforting as the forest itself. Time passes slowly here, unhurried and gentle, and the traveler sleeps deeply, without worry or care. And so the night passes in peaceful silence, the forest watching over its guest, the cottage offering shelter and warmth. The traveler, now fully at rest, dreams of far-off lands, of gentle streams and whispering trees, of places where peace and calm are the only companions. And when the morning light begins to filter through the trees, the traveler awakens, refreshed and renewed, ready to continue their journey, knowing that they will always carry the peace of the enchanted forest with them, no matter where the road may lead. The Midnight Beach, an hour-long sleep story for a tranquil night's rest. The night is quiet, the world wrapped in a soft, velvety darkness that stretches endlessly in every direction. Far away from the hustle and bustle of life, there is a place where time slows, where the only sounds are the whispers of the ocean and the soft rustle of the breeze. It is here, on the edge of the world, where the sea meets the sky, that our story begins. A lone figure walks along the shore, the sand cool beneath their feet. The air is fresh, carrying with it the faint scent of salt and seaweed, the unmistakable perfume of the ocean. Overhead, the sky is a deep, inky blue, scattered with 1,000 stars, each one twinkling softly like distant lanterns in the night. The moon hangs low in the sky, its pale light casting a gentle glow across the water, illuminating the waves as they roll lazily toward the shore. The figure walks slowly, their footsteps leaving faint impressions in the sand, only to be gently washed away by the incoming tide. The waves are calm tonight, each one arriving with a soft, rhythmic whisper, as if the ocean itself is singing a lullaby to the world. The sound is soothing, the steady ebb and flow of the water a constant, comforting presence in the stillness of the night. With each step, the figure feels the weight of the world slipping away, their thoughts quieting, their body relaxing. There is something timeless about this place, something eternal in the way the ocean moves, unhurried and steady, always returning to the shore, always retreating again. It is a rhythm older than memory, older than life itself, and it brings with it a deep sense of peace. The figure pauses for a moment, standing at the water's edge, watching as the waves lap gently at their feet. The water is cool but not cold, just enough to refresh the senses, to remind them that they are here in this perfect moment, far from the noise and chaos of the world. The breeze, soft and gentle, brushes against their skin, carrying with it a sense of calm, as though the wind itself is whispering words of reassurance. The night is perfectly still, the only movement coming from the ocean, the only sound the gentle hiss of the waves as they meet the shore. Far out to sea, the moonlight glimmers on the water, creating a path of silver that stretches all the way to the horizon. It is a scene of pure serenity, a moment suspended in time, where nothing matters except the peaceful rhythm of the sea. As the figure stands there, looking out over the endless expanse of water, they feel a deep sense of connection to the earth, to the sea, to the sky. It is as though the ocean has become a part of them, its calm energy flowing through their body, washing away all worries, all tension, until nothing remains but peace. After a few more moments of stillness, the figure continues to walk along the shore, their pace slow and unhurried, their mind free of thoughts. The sand beneath their feet is soft, the cool grains sifting gently between their toes with each step. In the distance, Two palm trees stand side by side, their fronds swaying softly in the breeze. Between them, a hammock hangs, gently rocking back and forth, as though waiting for someone to lie down and rest. The figure walks toward the hammock, feeling the pull of its gentle motion, the promise of comfort and peace. As they approach, the sound of the ocean seems to grow even softer, as though the waves themselves are lulling them into a deeper state of relaxation. The moonlight bathes the beach in a soft, silvery glow, and the stars above twinkle faintly, their light a soft whisper in the vastness of the night. Reaching the hammock, the figure pauses once more, taking a deep breath of the cool, salty air. They can feel the gentle sway of the hammock in the breeze, the soft creak of the ropes as it moves. With a slow, deliberate motion, they lie down in the hammock, feeling its fabric cradle their body, rocking them gently from side to side. The hammock sways in perfect time with the rhythm of the waves, the movement so gentle, so soothing, that the figure feels their body relax even more, sinking into the soft embrace of the hammock. Above them, the stars seem closer now, their light more brilliant against the dark sky. Each star is like a tiny beacon of peace, a reminder of the vastness of the universe and the small, quiet beauty of this moment. The figure gazes up at the stars, their mind free from worry, free from thoughts of the past or the future. There is only the present moment, the gentle sway of the hammock, the soft whisper of the waves, the cool breeze brushing against their skin. Time seems to stretch out endlessly, each second a peaceful eternity. As they lie there, the sound of the ocean becomes more and more distant, as if the waves are retreating, leaving only their soft echo behind. The figure's breathing slows, each breath deep and calm, in perfect harmony with the rhythm of the sea. Their eyes grow heavy, the stars above blurring slightly as sleep begins to take hold. The hammock continues to sway gently, back and forth, like a cradle rocking a child to sleep. The figure's eyelids flutter, and they close their eyes, letting the darkness of the night wrap around them like a blanket. The sound of the waves fades into the background, replaced by the steady beat of their own heart, a slow, rhythmic pulse that lulls them deeper into sleep. In their mind, the figure can still hear the ocean, still feel the cool breeze, still see the stars twinkling overhead. But these sensations are distant now, fading like a dream as sleep pulls them deeper and deeper into its embrace. The night is calm, the world quiet, and the figure drifts effortlessly into a deep, restful sleep, cradled by the gentle sway of the hammock and the soft sounds of the midnight beach. The waves continue to kiss the shore, their soft whispers now a lullaby, their gentle motion a soothing presence in the stillness of the night. The hammock sways on, back and forth, as the figure sleeps soundly, their dreams filled with the peaceful rhythm of the sea. And so, the night passes. The moon continues its slow journey across the sky. The stars twinkle softly, and the waves continue their endless dance with the shore. The figure sleeps deeply, lost in the peace of the midnight beach, wrapped in the soothing embrace of the ocean breeze, the stars, and the sea. As dawn begins to break on the horizon, the first light of the morning sun touches the surface of the ocean, turning the water a soft shade of pink and gold. But for now, the figure sleeps, undisturbed by the approaching day, their mind and body at peace, lulled into a deep, restful sleep by the magic of the midnight beach. The Floating Cloud Castle, an hour-long sleep story for gentle dreams and peaceful rest. In the skies far above the world, where the air is crisp and the heavens stretch endlessly in all directions, there is a place that few have ever seen, a place of quiet magic and boundless serenity. It is known to those who have glimpsed it only in their dreams as the Floating Cloud Castle. This castle, suspended among the clouds, drifts through the skies, cradled by the softest, fluffiest clouds imaginable. a perfect haven of peace and tranquility. On this night, as the stars begin to peek through the twilight sky, the castle is bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun, the clouds around it blushing with hues of pink, lavender, and gold. The castle floats effortlessly, its towering spires rising gracefully into the sky, its walls gleaming in the fading light. The entire structure seems weightless, as though it has been plucked from the earth and placed gently on the clouds themselves, free from the burdens of the world below. The clouds that cradle the castle are not like ordinary clouds. They are softer, denser, and somehow more alive. They seem to move of their own accord, gently shifting and swirling beneath the castle, forming a perfect cushion that rocks the entire structure with the slightest movement, like a mother cradling her child. The air here is thin and pure, each breath cool and refreshing, and the faintest hum of the wind is the only sound that breaks the stillness of the sky. Inside the castle, the halls are quiet and grand, illuminated by the soft glow of moonlight that streams through towering windows. The walls, made of smooth stone, are adorned with delicate tapestries and glowing lanterns that flicker softly, casting a gentle, golden light across the floor. The castle is silent, but not empty. Though there are no hurried footsteps or loud voices, there is a quiet presence here, a sense that this place is alive with magic and dreams. One of the castle's greatest wonders lies at its heart, in a grand room designed for those seeking the deepest, most peaceful rest. This room is known as the Dream Chamber, and it is here, high above the world, that sleep becomes something more than rest. It becomes an experience of floating, of drifting, of being cradled by the clouds themselves. The Dream Chamber is vast, its ceilings high and adorned with delicate chandeliers made of shimmering crystal that catch the moonlight and reflect it in every direction, casting faint rainbows on the walls. The bed in the center of the room is enormous, covered in layers of the softest linens, feather-filled pillows, and the finest silks. The bed seems to melt into the floor, as though it too is part of the clouds, a continuation of the soft, dreamlike world that exists beyond the walls of the castle. But it is not just the bed that makes the Dream Chamber special. It is the way the clouds themselves enter the room, drifting in through the open windows, filling the air with their cool, refreshing presence. These clouds swirl gently around the bed, creating a cocoon of soft, white mist that smells faintly of fresh rain and clean air. The clouds are warm and soft, and they cradle anyone who lies down upon the bed, wrapping them in a gentle embrace that lulls them to sleep. The room is quiet, save for the faintest sound of the wind whispering outside the windows and the occasional creak of the castle's ancient stone. The stars outside twinkle brightly, their light sharp and clear in the thin air of the upper atmosphere. Each star seems closer here, as though you could reach out and touch them, pluck them from the sky, and hold their light in your hands. The castle itself is alive with magic, though it is a subtle, quiet magic, the kind that you can feel but not see. It is in the way the walls seem to hum with energy, in the way the clouds outside move in perfect harmony with the castle's gentle sway. It is a place where time seems to stand still, where the worries of the world below are forgotten, and all that remains is peace. As the night grows darker and the stars brighter, the inhabitants of the castle begin to settle into their beds, ready for a night of perfect rest. The soft murmur of quiet conversation fades as one by one. The inhabitants fall into a deep, restful sleep, their dreams carried by the gentle rocking of the castle and the soft embrace of the clouds. For those who sleep in the floating cloud castle, sleep is not just a necessity, it is a gift. Every night, as they lie down upon their feather-soft beds, they are cradled by the magic of the clouds, their bodies sinking into the softness, their minds quieting, their worries melting away. The air in the Dream Chamber is cool and refreshing, filling the lungs with a sense of lightness and calm. Every breath is deep, slow, and peaceful, in perfect harmony with the gentle sway of the castle. As the minutes pass, the castle continues its silent journey through the sky, drifting among the stars, carried by the ever-moving clouds. The wind outside is soft and steady, its faint hum like a lullaby, a constant, soothing presence that lulls everyone in the castle into a deeper state of relaxation. The stars outside twinkle brightly, their light casting faint shadows across the dream chamber's walls. The moon, now high in the sky, bathes the castle in its silvery glow, its light soft and cool, like a gentle hand brushing across the skin. The clouds that cradle the castle shift slightly, causing the entire structure to rock gently from side to side, like a boat on calm waters. Inside the dream chamber, the gentle rocking motion of the castle works its magic. Those who lie in the soft, feather-filled beds feel their bodies relax completely, every muscle releasing its tension, every worry fading into the background. The softest sighs escape from lips as the inhabitants of the castle drift deeper into their dreams, their minds floating on the same gentle currents that carry the castle through the sky. The night passes slowly here, each minute stretching out into an eternity of peace and calm. Time has no meaning in the floating cloud castle, for the castle exists outside the world's worries, in a place where only rest and serenity remain. As the inhabitants sleep, their dreams are filled with images of the stars, of the endless sky, of floating on the soft, fluffy clouds that cradle them in the night. Dreams in the floating cloud castle are not like ordinary dreams. They are vivid, bright, and peaceful, filled with feelings of lightness and joy. In these dreams, the inhabitants fly among the clouds, their bodies weightless and free, soaring above the world, touching the stars, and basking in the glow of the moon. They feel the cool air on their skin, hear the soft whisper of the wind in their ears, and know that they are safe, wrapped in the gentle magic of the castle. As the night wears on, the castle continues to drift, its journey never ending, its destination unknown. But for those who sleep within its walls, there is no need to know where the castle is going, for they are already home, cradled in the softest clouds, wrapped in the warmth of the night. The stars continue to twinkle outside, the wind continues to hum softly, and the clouds continue to cradle the castle in their gentle embrace. The inhabitants sleep deeply, their bodies relaxed, their minds peaceful, their dreams filled with the magic of the floating cloud castle. The Secret Garden at Dusk, an hour-long sleep story for gentle rest and peaceful dreams. The sun begins its slow descent behind the rolling hills, casting a golden glow across the land. As the sky fades from soft blue to deep hues of pink, lavender, and orange, there is a quiet magic in the air, as though the world itself is taking a deep breath, settling into a peaceful calm. It is at this hour, when the day slowly gives way to night, that a hidden place, known only to those who seek peace, comes to life. This is the Secret Garden at Dusk, a sanctuary of tranquility and beauty, where the worries of the world melt away and sleep comes effortlessly. Nestled at the edge of an ancient forest, the garden is enclosed by tall, ivy-covered stone walls that have stood for centuries. The entrance, a small wooden gate hidden beneath a canopy of climbing roses, creaks open as the last light of day slips behind the hills. Beyond the gate, a path of smooth cobblestones winds gently into the heart of the garden, inviting those who enter to leave their cares behind and surrender to the magic of the night. As the sun dips lower, the first stars begin to appear, faint pinpricks of light in the deepening sky. The air is warm, but a gentle breeze stirs the leaves, bringing with it the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Jasmine, honeysuckle, and lavender perfume the air, their fragrance soft and comforting, wrapping around you like a warm blanket. Each breath is deep and slow, filling your lungs with the delicate, calming scent of the garden. The path ahead is lined with flowers of every kind: roses, lilies, daisies, and night-blooming jasmine. As dusk settles in, the flowers themselves seem to awaken, their petals glowing softly in the fading light. It is as though the garden holds a secret energy, a quiet magic that comes to life only at this time of day. The flowers sway gently in the breeze, their movements slow and graceful, as if they too are preparing for the restful night ahead. As you walk deeper into the garden, the sounds of the world outside fade away, replaced by the soft hum of nature. The breeze rustles through the leaves of the ancient trees that stand tall and wise, their branches heavy with age. The sound is like a whisper, a quiet song that only the garden knows. Somewhere in the distance, the soft tinkling of wind chimes can be heard, their notes delicate and soothing, carried on the wind like a lullaby. The path leads you to a small, secluded clearing where a large willow tree stands in the center, its long, sweeping branches forming a natural canopy that reaches down to the ground. Beneath the tree, a quiet bench sits, its wooden surface worn smooth by years of use. The bench seems to beckon, inviting you to sit, to rest, to let go of the day and embrace the peace of the garden. You sit on the bench, feeling the gentle sway of the willow's branches as they dance in the breeze. The leaves of the tree rustle softly above you, creating a soothing rhythm that lulls your mind into a state of calm. The bench beneath you is cool and comfortable, and as you settle into its embrace, you feel the tension in your body begin to melt away. Your shoulders relax, your muscles soften, and a sense of deep peace washes over you. The garden is quiet now, save for the gentle sounds of nature that surround you. The crickets begin their nightly song, their chirps steady and rhythmic, blending with the soft rustling of the leaves and the distant sound of the wind chimes. The air is cool and refreshing, and the fragrance of the flowers lingers in the breeze, creating an atmosphere of perfect tranquility. As you sit beneath the willow tree, the sky above begins to darken, the deep blue of twilight slowly giving way to the inky black of night. The stars now twinkle brightly overhead, their light sharp and clear against the dark sky. Each star seems to pulse with its own gentle rhythm, a reminder of the vastness of the universe and the small, quiet beauty of this moment. The garden, too, begins to change as night falls. The flowers, which glowed softly in the fading light of dusk, now seem to shimmer in the moonlight. Their petals catch the light, reflecting it in soft, silvery hues that add to the dreamlike quality of the garden. The garden itself feels alive, not with movement, but with a quiet, still energy, as though it is cradling you in its embrace, offering a sanctuary for rest and peace. As the minutes pass, the gentle sway of the willow's branches, the soft hum of the crickets, and the distant chime of the wind all work together to lull you into a deeper state of relaxation. Your breathing slows, each breath deep and even, your chest rising and falling in perfect harmony with the rhythm of the garden. The bench beneath you feels like a cradle, rocking you gently, supporting you as you sink further into calm. The night deepens, and the moon rises higher in the sky, casting a soft glow over the garden. The air is cool but comfortable, the perfect temperature for resting. The stars overhead twinkle brightly, their light dancing on the surface of the leaves and flowers, creating a sense of wonder and magic. The garden feels timeless, as though it exists outside the world, in a place where only peace and tranquility remain. As you sit there, beneath the willow tree, you feel a deep sense of connection to the garden, to the earth, to the night sky above. It is as though the garden itself is offering you its comfort, wrapping you in its embrace, and whispering that it is time to rest. Your mind quiets, your thoughts slow, and you feel yourself drifting closer to sleep, carried by the gentle energy of the garden. The sounds of the crickets, the wind, and the leaves become softer now, fading into the background as your eyes grow heavy. The garden, with its glowing flowers, its cool breeze, and its soft, soothing sounds, feels like a dream. A perfect, peaceful dream where sleep comes effortlessly, without effort or worry. The bench beneath the willow tree cradles you as you drift closer and closer to slumber. The garden's magic is subtle but undeniable. It is in the way the air feels cool and fresh, the way the flowers glow in the moonlight, the way the wind carries the scent of jasmine and honeysuckle. It is a place where the world's troubles cannot reach you, where only peace remains. And as you sit there, surrounded by the beauty of the garden, you feel yourself giving in to the pull of sleep, your body and mind completely at ease. The garden offers its final gift as the night deepens, a sense of deep, dreamless rest. The air is still now, the breeze a gentle whisper, the cricket's song a soft lullaby. The stars above twinkle faintly as your eyelids grow heavier and heavier, until finally they close and you are carried off into a night of perfect, peaceful sleep. The Secret Garden at Dusk is a place of quiet magic, a sanctuary of rest where the troubles of the world melt away and only peace remains. And as you sleep, cradled by the garden's gentle embrace, you know that here, beneath the willow tree, in the soft glow of the moonlight, you are safe, you are at peace, and sleep will carry you through the night until the dawn. The Mountain Cabin, an hour-long sleep story for peaceful rest and relaxation. Far away from the bustle of everyday life, nestled high in the mountains, there is a place known only to those seeking solitude and rest. This place, hidden deep within a forest of towering pines and ancient cedars, is a small, secluded cabin, a haven of warmth and quiet, where time seems to slow and the world outside feels distant and forgotten. As the evening falls and the sun begins its slow descent behind the rugged peaks, the cabin is bathed in the soft, golden glow of twilight. The air outside is cool and crisp, with the scent of pine and fresh mountain air mingling together, creating a fragrance that is as refreshing as it is soothing. The wind, which has been gentle throughout the day, begins to pick up, carrying with it the promise of snow. The cabin itself is a simple wooden structure built from sturdy logs that have weathered countless winters. Its roof, steep and pointed, is covered in a light dusting of snow that sparkles faintly in the last rays of the setting sun. The windows, small and round, are frosted over, their glass panes glistening like crystal. A thin plume of smoke rises from the stone chimney, curling lazily into the sky before being swept away by the wind. As you approach the cabin, the sounds of the forest begin to fade, replaced by the soft crunch of snow beneath your boots and the occasional creak of the wooden steps leading to the door. The door itself is thick and heavy, its surface worn smooth by years of use. You push it open, and immediately, a wave of warmth envelopes you, wrapping you in a comforting embrace. Inside the cabin, the air is filled with the rich, earthy scent of burning wood. A fire crackles softly in the stone hearth, its flames dancing and flickering, casting a warm, golden light that fills the room. The fire's warmth seeps into your skin, chasing away the chill of the mountain air, and you feel yourself begin to relax, your muscles softening, your mind quieting. The cabin is small but cozy. Its walls, made from the same sturdy logs as the exterior, are adorned with simple shelves, lined with books and trinkets collected over the years. A thick rug, woven from soft wool, covers the wooden floor, its fibers warm and comforting beneath your feet. In one corner of the room, a small table and chairs sit by the window, offering a view of the snow-covered forest beyond. The snow is falling now, light and steady, each flake drifting down from the sky like a tiny, perfect star. In the center of the room, a large, comfortable bed is piled high with thick blankets and quilts, their colors rich and deep, like the earth and the forest outside. The bed is made from sturdy wood, its frame carved with intricate patterns that tell the story of the mountains and the people who once lived here. The blankets are soft and warm, and as you sit down on the edge of the bed, you can feel their weight settle around you, inviting you to lie down and rest. The wind outside picks up, howling softly as it sweeps through the trees. But here, inside the cabin, you are safe and warm, sheltered from the elements. The sound of the wind is soothing, a reminder of the wildness of the mountains, but also of the peace that can be found in their quiet, hidden corners. The occasional patter of snow against the roof adds to the sense of calm, a gentle rhythm that lulls you deeper into relaxation. You take a deep breath, inhaling the scent of pine and cedarwood that fills the cabin. It is a scent that feels timeless, connected to the earth and the forest, and it brings with it a sense of grounding, of being at peace with the world around you. Each breath you take is slow and steady, your chest rising and falling in perfect rhythm with the crackling of the fire and the soft howl of the wind outside. As you lie down on the bed, the blankets wrap around you, their warmth seeping into your skin, and you feel the weight of the day begin to lift. Your muscles, which have carried the tension of the world outside, start to relax. Your legs sink into the soft mattress. Your arms rest comfortably by your sides, and your head finds the perfect spot on the pillow. The fire continues to crackle in the hearth, its light flickering softly across the room, casting gentle shadows on the walls. The wind outside grows stronger, but it is a distant sound, like a lullaby sung by the mountains themselves. The snow falls steadily now, its soft patter a quiet reminder of the world outside. But here, in the warmth of the cabin, you are removed from it all. The world outside may be wild and untamed, but here, inside the cabin, you are safe, wrapped in warmth, surrounded by peace. Your breathing slows, each breath deep and calming. As your body begins to surrender to the softness of the bed, the warmth of the fire, and the quiet stillness of the cabin. The wind outside howls again, a little louder this time, but it only serves to deepen your sense of safety, of being sheltered from the elements, from the worries and cares that may have followed you up the mountain. Time seems to slow here, in the cabin. The minutes stretch out, each one filled with the soft sounds of the fire, the wind, and the snow. The crackling of the fire becomes a steady rhythm, a comforting presence that fills the room with warmth and light. The wind outside continues to sing its song, but it is a distant sound now, fading into the background as your eyelids grow heavier. You feel yourself drifting, your mind quieting, your thoughts slowing as the warmth of the cabin wraps around you like a blanket. The fire continues to burn brightly, its flames dancing and flickering, but its light is softer now, its heat a gentle caress that lulls you closer to sleep. The wind outside has quieted, its howl now a soft whisper that blends with the steady patter of snow on the roof. As you lie there, wrapped in the warmth of the blankets, listening to the quiet sounds of the cabin, you feel a deep sense of peace settle over you. The worries of the world seem far away, forgotten in the quiet sanctuary of the mountain cabin. The fire crackles softly, the wind whispers through the trees, and the snow falls gently outside, covering the world in a blanket of white. Sleep comes easily here, in the warmth and quiet of the mountain cabin. The bed is soft, the blankets are warm, and the fire's light flickers softly across the room. Each breath you take is slow and steady, your chest rising and falling in perfect rhythm with the sounds of the cabin. Your mind is quiet, your body is relaxed, and as your eyelids grow heavier, you feel yourself drifting closer to sleep. The wind outside is calm now, its soft whisper a distant lullaby. The snow continues to fall, each flake a tiny, perfect star, settling gently on the roof of the cabin. Inside, the fire burns low, its warmth filling the room, its light casting gentle shadows on the walls. The world outside is quiet, the forest asleep, and here, in the safety of the cabin, you are at peace. The night stretches on, and as you drift deeper into sleep, the warmth of the fire, the softness of the bed, and the quiet sounds of the mountain cabin guide you into a night of perfect rest. You are safe here, in this hidden sanctuary, high up in the mountains, surrounded by the peace and quiet of the forest. Sleep comes easily, and as you close your eyes, you are carried away by the gentle rhythm of the night. The cabin, the fire, the wind, and the snow all fade into the background as sleep takes over, and you are wrapped in the warmth and comfort of the mountain cabin, safe from the world outside, cradled in perfect peace.